Hello and welcome to another Java tutorial. So far we have looked at sequential statements and modular statements in Java. Today we will be looking at conditional statements in Java. One of the ways to implement conditional statements in Java is to use an if condition, which is a very common conditional statement in several programming languages, including C++, Java, RPG, C#, VB.NET. You name a higher level programming language, it will going to have some form of implementation of conditional statements. So conditional statements play a very vital role in programming. Every day we make decisions, and when it comes to decision making on computers, and especially in writing programs, we take help from an if condition. Before we get going, we need to understand a set of operators that we use in an if condition. To make a condition, that means is to be giving a power to a program to make a decision. Therefore, a program takes help from these operators, which are greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, equals to, which is written as to equal sign, and not equals to. Now in Java we differentiate between a conditional equals and an assignment equals. Assignment equals is one equal symbol, conditional equals is two equal symbol, so that the programmer knows by looking at it it's for comparison purpose. So these are the operators that make up a condition. Now, in everyday use, we make all sorts of conditions. For example, if it is raining, take an umbrella. If it is not raining, then don't take an umbrella. Or, if a person is working for department number 45, the commission rate is 2%. If the employee is working for department number 32, the commission rate is 5%. Or if the employee works for department number 45 and makes a sales of over $50,000, then the commission is 4%. If works for department 45 but makes a sales of less than 50,000, then the commission is 3%. So all of these conditions are performed. Now if you notice the last examples that I gave you, I had multiple conditions. One condition was that the employee should be working for department number 45. The other condition was that the employee should be generating a sales of over 50,000. And I connected the two conditions with a word and. So these words that are special words to connect multiple conditions together are called your logical operators. So first of all, let's look at what these operators are called. These are your comparison operators or conditional operators. And then the next set is the logical operators. Logical operators are AND, which is basically written out as two ampersands, or which is written out as two pipes, and a not symbol, which is written out as an exclamation mark. Now some of you may be wondering how to generate the pipe. Well, somewhere around your enter key you will going to see a backslash. The backslash key, if you press and hold shift when you press the backslash key, you will going to generate this pipe symbol. And two pipe symbols make an OR operator. Some languages like VB.NET will going to ask you to spell out the word or. However, in Java, JavaScript, C++, C#, we basically use the symbol. So, it is important to understand what operators are used. Now, in an if condition, we need to form a condition. A condition is formed using one of these 6 operators. To have more complex conditions, we need to join them with an and or an or. And or work exactly the same way as you would use and or in daily life. If you use the word and, that means the condition to the left and the condition to the right both must be met or satisfied in order for the entire condition to be true. Or means if either of the two is true, you're fine. If both of them are false, only then the entire condition will be false. So and requires both conditions, the one to the left, the one to the right, to be true, or requires only one of the two to be true at least. If both are true, well and good. So that's basically what these conditions are used for. Now, you may have learned at some point in time how to write pseudocode. So in a typical pseudocode, of course, we'll now be generating pseudocode first, and we're going to be converting that to an equal in Java code. If I say, if it will rain, then I will take umbrella. And technically speaking, we prefer to have indentations just so that we could see the flow of the code. Otherwise, don't take an umbrella. So that's basically the code. Now we would like to convert this English-like statement, because right now it's a structured English-like statement. I need to be converting that into my pseudocode. So that'll be my next block. So just so that you could see the transformation, I'm keeping both blocks intact. So this was my first block. That was my English structure statement. Now in pseudocode writing, it will rain, okay, gets converted into if rain equals to yes, then I will take an umbrella, we're going to be converted to display I will take umbrella. Otherwise is written out as else display don't take an umbrella. And we usually end a block with the word and if. Now sometimes you will notice the pseudocode writers will actually uppercase the built-in words to show you which words are built in and which words are not built in. So this will be an equal in pseudocode. Now I will going to take this equal in pseudocode and take it to the next level, which is the equal in Java code. The same code in Java, I will going to use the word I need to first declare my variable rain before I can get started with anything. So even in pseudocode writing, I would have to say declare string rain if I'm using a as a string. If I'm using just a character, then I will gonna declare it as a character. So similarly in Java, I will need a declare statement. So I will going to be declaring it as char rain, and I'm going to give it some kind of initial value. Now I'm going to say if rain equals to y. Now remember, in Java, we drop the word then. Instead of using the word display, we will prefer to write system.out.println. I will take an umbrella, else I will not take an umbrella, or don't take an umbrella, however you want to do it. So we're going to keep the same format. So we'll say don't take an umbrella. And we don't really require an end if in Java. What we typically do in Java is, if there's only one statement associated with an if, we don't put the block of an if or an else. If more than one conditions are associated with an if or an else, we rather put them in a block like this. Now we're going to try to run it. And you can see in the output, I will take an umbrella because the rain is y. If I change the rain to any other value than y, let's say n, if I rerun my program, it will now gonna say don't take an umbrella. Because now if condition is false, it is going into the else. So whenever you need to generate paths, that's where you use an if condition. So that's all for this tutorial for now. Keep watching the other if condition tutorials.